Dollar bill origami. It's Mother's Day. Hopefully I'll get this posted today, but I doubt it. It's rather late in the day already. We're going to make the rose. It takes $2 and a paper clip. Alright, let's start with the hard part. Paper clip. I'm going to straighten out the outside loop. Helps if you have a pair of pliers or something, depending on how strong your fingers are. I generally buy the cheapest paper clips there are, and the smallest, and they're pretty easy to bend. You basically want to straighten it out until you get to that last loop. This is one of the only ones I know that damages the dollar slightly. I'm basically drilling a hole through it as one of the last steps. Get that as straight as possible. Won't stay that way, but I want to start that way at least. Here you're going to basically bend this at a 90 degree. Don't remember these being this hard to bend. Wow. I had a good set, I guess. I used to do these with my fingers. There we go. Basically want to do that. As straight as you can get it. Alright, let's start with the base. Just like the kitty cat, without making the face or tail. You want to use a fairly crisp dollar bill for the base, because if you don't, it will fall over and be hard to balance and all kinds of other mischief. Okay. Alright then. I like to focus up high so when it drifts, it should help keep it all in focus by the end of the video. There we go. What else we got here? Same old, you want that little bit of gap. A little bit of extra gap on the top flop. Sometimes called the tulip. It's not exactly a rose looking flower. There's your nose picker. This one, just kind of want it in such a way that it'll stand up the way that you want it to stand up. So you got a little bit of play there. You want all the weight to be centered so it does stand up instead of falling over. And ultimately this is going to go in here with the flower on it. That's your base for now. Now you need a square to start for the flower part. Same old, same old. Just like that. Do the usual diagonals. diagonals. Do the halves the other way. Yeah. So you have 1/4 size square. Just like you're making a swan on this one, except you're not going to do any of the swan type folds. From here, I'm going to fold one halfway down to kind of mark center. I'm going to fold slightly above center, but pretty damn close to center. I guess I do fold it twice. Make them all match up. Check. It gets pretty thick here. You're going to do one more diagonal across the center. Line up the center line. And normally I'll take this finished one here and stick it in a wallet or under a book for a while to keep its shape. Keep that all flattened under a book for however long. But I'm making a video, so we don't have time for that. From here, we're going to do little tulips. I guess we can do the paper clip for now. Paper clip, we're going to stick it in there all the way down to this point. And we're basically going to drill through the dollar, which is probably against federal law in theory, but it will. Got to be done. There. That's going to go in here eventually. Until then, we need to make the petals. You just kind of roll them until they just roll up nice and neat like. One to two papers is harder to get going. Just keep playing with it till it works. Ultimately, you're going to fluff that up. I was going to crucify dead presidents today with the cross, but we'll do that at a later date. You get going where you want, you can fluff that out. Well, we need to basically slide that in there. Get it as flush as we can with the tip here. Keep that on the outside edge of this. And we're going to bend it. Over there, like so. Whereas otherwise you want the center weight to be over the base when you're done, but easier said than done. This one takes a little fiddling to get it balanced. And just flanging out the edges to give it a little more staying power. This one will fall over. You intentionally tip it over to see which side it favors, and you bend it to compensate. Alright. That's how that one works. And that's the flower, the rose, tulip, whatever you want to call it. It stands up. That's what she wrote. And that's it. $1 bill animal.